Hello, friends. We are less than 12 hours away from the opening tee shot at the Masters, the best week of golf of the entire year. I've had a lot of messages this week asking where my usual annual Masters betting preview podcast is. I'm in the middle of a move, so I didn't have time to record a full podcast this week. This is actually going to be probably the second last video you're going to see in this set. It's probably this one. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be my $100 a day video, and then next time you see me, I'll be in a new house. So didn't have time to record that this week, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to very quickly rip through all the bets that I have placed for the Masters. For full tournament bets, I'll have round by round bets going, and maybe some live to win bets as the tournament goes on and the picture becomes a little bit more clear. I do have, I'm not going to break them all down. Basically all of these bets, except I think two, I wrote about over on si.com/betting. So check out si.com. And I think I wrote 8-9 Masters betting articles this week, a little bit of everything. So you can go ahead and read through all my picks there and get a little bit more in depth for why I like these bets. This quick video, I'm just going to rip through them. I might give you a sentence at most about each pick. So I'm just going to rip through them, let you know what I'm on this week. Before I do, though, this video is brought to you by Hummin. Hummin is an activewear brand. I love it. I'm wearing their hat right now. I'm excited to wear their stuff when the golf season begins, which for me will be coming up shortly. I drove by a course that had the sign saying we're open today. First golf course I've seen open in Ontario so far this year. So I'm going to be on the golf course soon. I'm going to be rocking Hummin. Check them out, hummin.ca. Use code MAC, Hummin, MACHUMMIN, for 20% off all products. All right, let's rip through them. How many bets? I got 6, 8, 10, 15, 18, 19 pre-tournament bets. Let's get into them. My picks to win. Out of kind of the golfers that I'm actually really betting on, I have a few sprinkles on some long shots, but my real picks to win. Number one, of course, we're going with the X-Man. Put your X's up. Got that flag behind me. That's from his first ever major win in the PGA Championship at Valhalla. Xander Schauffele, 18-1. I've bet on him at the Masters every year since 2019, and I don't plan to stop this year. I also got Minwoo Lee at 35-1, and I got Jake Knapp, who no one's talking about this week, 67-1. A few long shots for this week. I've just sprinkled, just a small little sprinkle on these guys to win. Nikolai Højgaard, 85-1. Jacob Bridgman, 86-1. And Foxy, the current Canadian Open winner, Ryan Fox. Shout out Larry. The two of us, we're going to go to war for Ryan Fox this week. It's me and you against the world. 275-1 on Foxy, baby. We got a couple of first-round leaders. I'm going to do Minwoo Lee. Going to double up on him, so I bet on him to win the green jacket, 35-1. I probably like him even a little bit better to be the first-round leader at 40-1. And I'm also going to bet Adam Scott, 52-1 to be the first-round leader. We saw old man Justin Rose do it last year. Maybe it's old man Adam Scott this year. He has actually one of the best. I think he's third in round one scoring average so far this year. So let's see if that continues at the Masters. Also, his approach play has been unbelievable lately. Hasn't really turned into much results, but he is striping the ball. So let's hope the former Masters champ gets it going there on Thursday. So 52-1 first round leader on Adam Scott. Bet on to make the cut and miss the cut. I'm going to bet on Nick Taylor, my fellow Canadian, to make the cut. A minus 152. I think his short game, specifically his chipping, is going to be good enough to at least keep him in the mix and get him to the weekend. Miss the cut. Sneaky, one of my favorite bets. Sung Jae Im, whose game has been all over the place except for that one, T4 finish at the Houston Open, was it? Or Valspar, maybe? Valspar, I think. Outside of that, his game has been horrific. His approach play numbers have been really bad. And I think this is going to be setting up for a disaster for Sung Jae Im. So I'll bet Sung Jae Im to miss the cut at plus 162. Then we got some prop bets. We're into top debutant. We got Jacob Bridgman, 5-1. Top amateur, which I think I've called the top amateur at the Masters 3 straight years. This time I'm going to go Mason Howell, who is the favorite, but you can find good prices on him. I got him at plus 245. Top lefty, Iain MacMillan. No, just kidding. Matt McCarty, plus 710 to be the top lefty. A little bit of a dark horse pick there over the likes of Akshay Bhatia, Brian Harman, And Bobby Mack. Matt McCarty, a little bit underrated. I think he had like a T12 finish or something last year. Top senior, maybe one more ride for Mike Weir at 9-1. Pretty weak senior class this year outside of Zach Johnson, who's the odds-on favorite. But Mike Weir's 2 top 15 finishes on the Champions Tour to start the year. Maybe we'll make the cut. Mike Weir. Who knows? 9-1 on Mike Weir. This, if you don't mind laying a minus price point, this might be the best bet in my opinion all week. 72-hole winning score over 274.5, minus 125. There hasn't been, the last time, not counting Dustin Johnson's win in 2020, which was in the fall. The last time there was a win better than 274 is Patrick Reed. And then before that, I think you have to go back to Jordan Spieth in 2015. So, like, it's super rare, and now all the reports at Augusta are that they're going to dry this place out. It's already playing firm and fast. So I'd be shocked if it's lower than 274.5, which would have to be, what, a minus 12 under? Yeah, I don't know if we can quite get there. So I went over 274.5 and minus 125. Then we got some matchup bets. I got Rory McIlroy minus 112 against Bryson DeChambeau, a 72-hole matchup. Bryson DeChambeau's approach numbers, not good. Even last year, actually lost strokes with his approach play despite finishing, T4, T5. I don't think that's a way that you can succeed long-term at Augusta. John Rahm plus 125 against Scotty Scheffler. I don't think enough people are talking about how Scotty Scheffler has played bad recently, at least by his standards. Corey Connors always puts forward a good showing at the Masters, but I'm done betting on him ever, let alone at a major. But I'm going to take a minus 116 against Tyrrell Hatton in a head-to-head matchup bet. And then finally, a bet that I place every year at the Masters, hole-in-one to occur in round 4 at plus 174. I think if you're going to bet a hole-in-one at the Masters at all, you do it in round 4, or you might be able to find some odds on it happening on the 16th hole. That's where the holes-in-one happen. But traditionally, if you guys know anything about the Masters, the Sunday pin location on the 16th hole, it funnels down towards the hole. That's when you get the majority of holes-in-ones. So I think if you're going to bet on it at all, instead of laying like a minus 125 price point for it to happen at any point during the tournament, I think you're better off just betting on it happening in round 4 at plus 174. So those are my pre-tournament bets for the Masters. I think that's 19 of them. I will have round-by-round bets as well. I think my $100 a day challenge for the next 4 days, I think I'm just going to do Masters bets. So keep an eye out for that. But good luck. Enjoy the Masters, the best event of the year. Gambler, bless. We'll see you tomorrow morning.